with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good morning and happy Friday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Molly Samora. New this morning, the Taliban has captured Afghanistan's second largest city of Kandahar. Taliban fighters claim to control the governor's office and police headquarters. Afghan national forces appear to either surrender or flee. 13 provincial capitals are now under Taliban rule, with a similar fate possibly just weeks away for the national capital of Kabul. In the meantime, 3,000 American troops are being sent to secure the U.S. Embassy, while almost all American diplomat staff are evacuated. And new this morning, the FDA authorized an additional COVID-19 vaccine dose for those that are immune compromised. Meantime, a key CDC advisory panel is also scheduled to take up the topic later today. The CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices will consider COVID booster shots for people with weakened immune systems, including cancer and HIV patients. The panel will vote on whether to implement the measure when it meets later this afternoon. And depending on the outcome, booster shots could begin immediately. Vulnerable populations could be the first group in the U.S. authorized to receive booster shots. And back here at home, Erie County saw a spike in new COVID-19 cases Thursday. And according to the latest state data, its highest single-day case amount since May 7th. Meantime, the state reported more than 1,800 cases for the third day in a row. Erie, Crawford, and Chautauqua counties are seeing what the CDC calls substantial spread, while Warren and Ashtabula are seeing moderate spread. And there is good news in the fight against COVID-19 as vaccination rates have ticked up across the state and across the nation. Right now, about 64% of the state is vaccinated. We have all the latest data and COVID-19 information, as always, on our website, erienewsnow.com. And the U.S. Census Bureau has released new population data, which will be used to reshape U.S. House seats in state legislative districts for the next decade. We wanted to know where things stand here locally. According to the Census Bureau, all three of our counties saw population loss since 2010. With the biggest loss being in Warren County. The city of Erie has roughly 95,000 residents, which is a drop of nearly 10,000 compared to the 2010 census. It also is well below the 100,000 residents reported by the city's mayor. Now, only population data was released Thursday, so no age or demographic data is available as of right now. Postal workers are speaking out over proposed changes to mail service here in Erie. Members of the Postal Worker and Mail Carrier Union picketed outside of the Erie facility on East 38th Street Thursday afternoon. As it stands right now, the Postal Service plans to move its Erie mail processing operations to Pittsburgh by the end of this year. In 2015, the Postal Service began sending Erie mail to Pittsburgh to be postmarked. The mail is then sent back to the Erie facility where it's sorted and delivered. Now, according to the Mail Handler Union, if Erie sorting operations are moved to Pittsburgh, more than 30 maintenance and processing workers will lose their jobs, and it's also led to delivery delays.
I would say that this affects anybody who has a mailbox, whether you receive your prescriptions or just your letters, a flat, your favorite magazine. It sort of touches everybody, so we hope to get the support of our community.
And the consolidation is part of the Postal Service's 10-year plan to stabilize its finances due to a decline in mail volume. And animal cruelty officers were back at a home on Erie's east side yesterday, confiscating more animals from a woman who's already facing 90 cruelty charges. When an official showed up to the home of this 76-year-old Diane Eggleston Thursday morning to take her to be arraigned, he found more animals there. After a complete search of the home, animal enforcement officers found 22 animals that included cats, kittens, rabbits, and guinea pigs. Now, back in May, 46 animals were taken from her home, leading to 90 cruelty and neglect charges, and in order to not own any more animals.
When is enough enough? When is somebody going to learn? But that's where you really have to look at the mental health situation and how that's being presented. So not only do I really believe that this person needs jail time, but they need mental health counseling. They need somebody to come into the home, close the home up and get her the help that she needs.
And back in 2010, Eggleston was charged with animal cruelty for a similar hoarding situation. And this week's severe weather did a number on some West County homes. In West Springfield, several homes were left damaged after storms with high winds and rain swept through the area. You can see all these tree branches and trees have fallen down. The impact of these winds pulled those trees out of the ground, broke branches and shattered windows. One tree even fell onto a telephone pole. A few neighbors we spoke with weren't home during the storm and got the call that their homes were damaged. Joshua Winsky, who has lived in his home for 4 years, tells us he's never seen anything like it. He's still in the process of cleaning up the damage and worried more storms are only going to make it worse.
I'm nervous now that my roof has tarps on it, so we'll see how well that holds up. We're going to need a whole new roof is what I was told. We may need a new roof on the garage as well. So we have an emergency repair on it, so we should be good until Wednesday.
And the National Weather Service has to come out and survey the area to determine if the storm was a tornado or not. And now we want to bring in our Sarah Tonks. Now, Sarah, we had so much rain this week. Are we going to be seeing that for our Friday?
For our Friday, yes, but not for the weekend. So we kind of have to get through a little bit more rain before we see some sunshine. Looking at it, Presque Isle right now, it's already looking more gloomy as the rain showers kind of get closer to our area, and those storms are coming later on this evening. Taking a wide look at Doppler Max, we're starting to see some rain showers into Ohio that are creeping towards our region. And right now, we're starting to see maybe just a few raindrops and some low-hanging clouds, a little bit of moisture. We're not necessarily seeing any active rain showers right now, but there's definitely possibly a couple raindrops falling. As we move into Futurecast, we're going to see some cloudy weather and some rain showers for the majority of your Friday. Here's a look at 3 p.m. We're seeing some stormy weather possibly picking up this evening. If you have Friday night date night plans, we're looking at potentially needing an umbrella or a rain jacket. And then into the late night when you're heading to bed, still keeping up with those rain showers, and into your Saturday early morning, a couple lingering showers before we do have some sunshine. Now, your severe weather outlook for today in our region, we have a marginal risk of severe weather, so that's level 1 out of 5. And then any storms will be isolated, short-lived, and winds could still be up to 60 miles per hour, so there is still the potential for damaging winds, but any storms, as I said, will be isolated and short-lived. And as I promised, we do have some sunshine for the weekend. Your weekend outlook is all clear, and temperatures are actually way more mild. We're in the 70s for Saturday, the low 80s for Sunday, lots of sunshine. So for 814 day, things are looking good. Out on State Street right now in our Idaho Chiropractic Skycam, like I said, looking a little bit gray out there, 79 degrees. It does feel a little bit warmer because it is pretty humid out there, and those dew points also going away tomorrow. Looking at temperatures throughout the region, we're generally in the low 70s. Along the lakeshore, just a little bit warmer. Erie, 79, so just a little bit warmer than everywhere else. And moving into your zone outlook for today, Erie County along the lakeshore, we're getting into the low 80s. Union City, 80 degrees. Going to see those scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. Crawford County between 79 and 80. We're seeing fairly consistent temperatures throughout the region for your afternoon forecast. And Warren County, once again, upper 70s to low 80s. Your weather impact index for today is a 1 for prepare, because we've got more storms, gusty winds, and it is still pretty muggy out there, but all that's going to change tomorrow. I'll have a look at your 7-day outlook in just a minute.
Thanks, Sarah. A long-awaited victory for Britney Spears this morning. Court documents filed in Los Angeles Thursday. The pop star's father, Jamie Spears, has agreed to eventually step down as her conservator after 13 years. However, it won't be happening immediately. The conservatorship will remain in place for now. Last month, Spears accused her father of abusing the arrangement. He has denied any wrongdoing. And new this morning, the first sighting of a live murder hornet in Washington state this year has been confirmed by the state's Department of Agriculture. They're officially called Asian giant hornets. It has seen 2 miles away from where the first murder hornet nest in the country was destroyed last fall. The insects are invasive to the United States and are known to attack and destroy honeybees and wasp hives. This is the first live murder hornet sighting of the year. A dead one was found in the state in mid-June. And Major League Baseball builded, and the New York Yankees and Chicago White Sox came. The two teams squared off last night on a baseball diamond carved out of Iowa cornfield. Chicago won the game 9-8. The event was inspired by the 1989 film Field of Dreams. Major League Baseball says they'll play another game there next season. And if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, Saturday might be the perfect day to go out and have some fun in the city because it's 814 Day. Several parks all around Erie are gearing up for tomorrow's event. Although it's different from Celebrate Erie, where you would have seen like the vendors and talking social distance family fun approach, this year folks are able to take part in a scavenger hunt and a bucket list with 81 different checkpoints you can visit around the city to help immerse yourself in what Erie has to offer. Mayor Joe Schember is excited for Saturday. After not having Celebrate Erie last year, he says this is the perfect way to rediscover the city. Erie News Now, we are a proud sponsor of 814 Day along with our radio partners at Happy 927. And Sarah, if people are heading out to, 814 Day, want to celebrate that and see everything that the city has to offer, it looks like we're having pretty good weather.
That's exactly right. Now, as I said, we do have some rain showers, scattered storms today, but things are clearing up for the weekend just in time for 814 Day. We're expecting cooler weather, a little bit warmer on Sunday, but still lots of sunshine ahead of Monday, partly cloudy skies. Now, next week we could be seeing some scattered storms Tuesday through Thursday, but we're just looking at currently some scattered storms. We're not necessarily currently expecting severe weather days, but we could see some of those summery afternoon pop-up showers.
Sarah, and I'm trying to figure out 81 things for that scavenger hunt's going to be a hard one to do. Thanks for joining us for the Erie News Nowcast. Our next news is coming up at noon on WSCE. Make it a great weekend.